have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart woman. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods.
You'd have me do what?
You're not planning on hurting anyone with that weapon there, are you?
The mine will be the talk of Skyrim soon, you'll see.
Be careful where you step in the
Stuff
mine.
of legend.
Don't want to cover up some valuable ore or gems or...
Thorgar says we'll find rocks soon. The kind worth gold.
I'm starting to think we might not even find iron in here. We've been at it for...
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
Unless you're bringing
It
me
was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelagar.
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking. My days at the college... No. I left Winterhold for some time, and returned... I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former
If you've business with the college, you're welcome. I'm afraid you can talk to Beer. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the... That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss.
Asser says his pa says the college makes... There's not many people... Asser always wants... Yes?
It's not like there's anything to do here but drink it. Got any ale or mead? You lost.
What do you want, cat?
My job is to serve the... Me? Nothing. Maybe you'd like... It'd be good to have that staff, in case... Thanks. I'll be waiting for it.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Aren't they all?
Not like this. Feels... What's your business here in Winterhold? Should have... Not that it matters anymore. Winterhold... I've heard... Hansa was in line to be... Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. What? Someday there'll be proof they caused the great I do. There's no... Everyone knows it's the college's fault that the sea swallowed our city. Still they deny it. What? We all know the truth.
Ours is the only... Courier will be the first to tell you that if it weren't for that college, we'd all be better off. I agree with it.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
I'll sell just about... I do what's necessary. Wasn't but options without the coin to pack up and leave. I'm sure. So, I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals. But, yeah, it was stupid. I shouldn't have believed the story and some line about this cloth. If it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it? But I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you? Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Until next time.
Watch the skies, traveler.
Winterhold was what? They're simply... Oh, he's perfectly polite. I can assure... Sadly, the Oblivion Christ, you may... After a good many dark elves were driven just in the mid... Archmage Aaron assures me that his people had nothing to do
Kraldor's
with
family was once very
And I
powerful in
believe
Winterhold.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence... The more important question is... Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Do you? It is true there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated knowledge of the scrolls. But what you seek does not come easily, and can destroy those without a strong will. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really have the voice? I would be most impressed to see that. So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn. Normally, you'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic. But you... I think there is much that we can learn from each other. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me. No matter what, the college will endure. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. We are the only group left in Sky. There are others who study, to be sure. But I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Certainly. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. You'll also need... Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. Mirabelle will be waiting for you. I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. Up. Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been... in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. Feralda, don't... My problem... But she's trying to undermine my My problem with her. She's the one who has a problem with me.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know. Please don't bother the art. There are hopefully any discoveries made in your... Well, Feralda can... Finis is one of... Don't let... If you can find... And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
If there are... Problem. No. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. Your superior and I were simply having a discussion. Well, perhaps that is why Nothing you need to concern yourself with. I shall be... Now that's to guide its people through this time of... I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
No, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and you have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. Hold still. Or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthor nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level destruction spells yet? Ah, this is good. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with J'zargo. Oh yeah, hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing. Mages... Skyrim was not J'zargo's first choice. But the only reason you could disagree is because there is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will.
New here
J'zargo
too, eh?
will be successful.
I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. Magic. No offense. I know he's from the... I also know that no one really believes that. Well, throw in the... And finally, take the fact that the college... My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do.
J'zargo will go wherever he can to learn more.
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it. You need something you're not officially supposed to have?
If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around. Not with it. Thalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my He didn't like Thalion. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something. Take a look. Now if... Well, excuse...
I think the college is due.
He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly, or we... You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations. Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Of course, mages need to be reminded to be careful around research. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during... As a matter, immensely, he hold himself. Since then, I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of... Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right? And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand girl? I knew it. Everyone comes an elder to read, and even so, the divines usually take the reader's sight. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an elder scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees, but at the same time, all of it is true. It would take a... The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of Sorry, Talking about the scrolls, you usually... You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about... Wait. Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Mm-hmm. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of... He's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice field. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but... haven't heard from him since. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling assorted books, scrolls. All right, then.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere.
Enchanting service. I need some more supplies. Can you help out with that? I need at least 5 more, if you can find them. So you do. Thank you. This will help quite a bit. I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. If you can't, perhaps Urag has a book you can read. My pleasure. Well, there's more enchanting to be done. All right. Here's the name and location of the client. You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then allow me... Not. Some risk. We also must make an effort to avoid... Magic is... The college is a place where we can focus on that. I've seen events in the last several hundred years. The great... An unfortunate natural no one... I know there are some who have blamed the college. A sea of... Winterhold... The way... The college survived. And so here we remain.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard. Take a look. See you around. I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
Please, if there are any problems, let me know. It's my job. Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Beralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know you. Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them. Or so they think. The ones they saw. The ones they thought they saw. I know of one. Forgotten. Sequestered. But I cannot go to it. Not poor Septimus. For I have arisen beyond its grasp. Here. Well, here as in this plain. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return. You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept. Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mazark. Of Tan, the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock. Two things I have for you, two shapes, one edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mazark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know. The deepest doors to clip the Dwemer. Place the lexicon in you, but the elk, sometimes they even look up. Ooh, this inside. Someone the scroll, for not even the strongest machinations of the Dwemer can hold off the all-sight given by an Elder Scroll. Dig, Dwemer, in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your death.
What are you doing that for?
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you?
And here we all are. Shall we step inside? So you wish to master the arcane arts? All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
Who knows what we might find in here.
Some of you may know the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim, and also the largest.
You know, there might be gold somewhere in here.
Elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sarthor. This is... Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now, let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Frelina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact.
Jezargo finds nothing but dust in these ruins.
Onmund, please search that area over there. See if you notice residual energy. Alive or undead? All right, everyone. Be careful, but...
Huh?
Can you imagine what it was like living here so long ago? First met in Tamriel. Here.
Jezargo finds nothing but dust in these ruins.
Well, certainly none of this will benefit... You what? You must be one of the new apprentices, then. Fine, fine. Just don't make a mess of my work, all right? I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can He asked. I think I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it? I wonder what effect might your spell. Please be careful here. Well, would you look at that? This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes.
I'll be amazed if we find anything useful here.
Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place? I'm not sure what to expect here. Please be on your guard. I'm not sure what to expect. Please be on your guard.
Walking around like that is why magic gets a bad name. Shame.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, and you have no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? They were... no one's... I have no idea what connection... The Isle of Artea, and yet now, if nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. I can certainly share a bit of what I know. This is simply fascinating. This is simply fascinating. prepared to defend yourself. This is simply fascinating. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned. But if it is truly dangerous, be careful. Go on ahead. I'll be sure and catch up with you before long. with you. What could this place be? Look at that. I never imagined we'd find something like this. Why is this belt so far? What could this place be? I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Savos Aran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
Joel!